What is up, Battalion? It is your boy Trey of the Bat Channel. We are live once again with another Monarch Monstar stream because episode 7 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters on Apple TV is about to premiere in a couple of minutes. So, if this is your first time hanging out with the Bat Channel on our watch party, I can't show Apple TV on our stream. They'll shut us down faster than we can say, oh no, it's Godzilla. So, you have to have Apple TV. You can start a 7-day free trial. I have a link in our description that you guys can click on. So that way it can take you to it. If you've already started and you're like just trying to reamp it, probably, I don't know how they control that or supervise that. But get Apple TV. They have many great shows on there other than Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I'm talking Shrinking, Ted Lasso, For All Mankind. Check it out. You're not going to be disappointed with that subscription. But in a few minutes, how we'll do it, this is like a reaction. We're going to watch it together. We're going to experience it together. We're going to see some of your guys' comments and talk about it and live time theories and breakdowns and stuff like that. So I'll tell you guys where to start your video. I'll say 3, 2, 1, play. So that way we're all in sync and reacting together. So go ahead, pull up your Apple TV. The episode should come available in a couple of minutes. So grab your drinks, your popcorn in the meantime. But another thing to bring up real quick. I know, yeah, what's up, Darth Star Killer? Thank you so much. We'll talk about that in a second. Some of you have been chatting on our last video breakdown that we did because I did an announcement at the end of our last watch party where I was like, hey, my job situation has changed and I need to prioritize this. I need to focus on this. And you guys were really awesome, very encouraging, very supportive. And I thank you guys for that. I was fully intending to do a hiatus. Super Bro Corey, as you know, threw a bit of a curveball at me and was like, hey man, we should continue to do content because we're blowing up. You know, you guys have really gone the extra mile and helped us reach some big milestones like 7,000 subscribers recently. Thank you, Battalion. You guys are amazing with that. And I appreciate you so much. We'll do a celebratory post on social media at some point soon here, but I just want to say it doesn't. I just want to say it doesn't go unnoticed that you guys are putting in all the extra work, and it would be wrong of me to also not like dig in deeper with you guys, and we'll suffer together almost in a way as I try to crank out content. The job search is still going. I'm still losing the job in May, but I was able to get some work done this last weekend. Hence why the video came out a little bit later than usual, and put up a resume and blah 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 blah. And now the job search begins. So, with all that aside from personal conversations and stuff like that, first off, I want to say thank you to Darth Star Killer Unleashed with that $10 super chat saying thanks for making all the Star Wars content. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, man, because it's the fact that you guys were really like, dude, we were looking forward to your Darth Maul content. So I want to say thank you once again so much for all that love and support. Super Bro Corey, can you play a little something to say thank you to Darth Star Killer? Oh, Corey might be slowing down again.
Like a panther. Yes.
Like a panther. And guys, without further ado, thanks once again, Darth Star Killer, for your $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring out the best co-hosts I could ever ask for, Super Bro Corey and Koj. How's it going, fellas? How we doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Doing
7K! Congratulations!
Thank
Look
you,
at
thank
us.
you, sir. Yes, if you have not checked out our latest video, episode 6, I'll end the poll in just a moment, but you need to. We do go over some things, and honestly, probably one of my quickest breakdowns of all time. I'm surprised I was able to keep it under 10 minutes. Don't ask how I did it. But thank you guys, I appreciate it. 7K Battalion, we coming in hot. Guys, tonight's episode is going to be called String Theory. do we have any expectations, Koj? Was anything you're hoping to see, especially after that crazy ending?
String theory? No, I think more of that frequency storyline. They opened the bag with that. So it's like string. I imagine like playing the game of telephone where a paper cup is here or a little cup is here and a cup is here, and you tie a string there and talk to each other. Using your own means to build something to communicate to the other side or another area or wherever. I think it's going to be, that's the theme, that communication. Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited to see more. At this point, I'm sold. I love this series. I love this season. It's only going up after this. I'm hooked, line, and sinker. I'm just like,
you actually brought up something very interesting there, Koj, because to me, we like last season we talked about how it dipped in the middle of the season where it was like, oh, like the first 3 episodes really solid, and then something happened, and we started doing this other thing where it was a little more character driven and a little less monsters, but the character driven stories were also kind of getting a bit haywire. How are you feeling? Like we're past midway point now. How are we feeling? Like you think this is already, we can say comfortably, yeah, it's kind of a better season right now?
No, it is. Like the first half felt like its own movie, and this is like part 2 of that movie. You know how like they have like the last Hunger Games or last Harry Potter, a 2-parter movie. I feel like this is that same type of vein. So this is like part 2 of 5 of part 2 of season 2.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting it to progress as excitingly as the first part did, because right now I'm at the edge of my seat waiting to see what's going to happen, man.
Okay.
They threw some curveballs, man.
I like that. See, that makes me happy. Guys, just so you know, 1 minute and 33 seconds is where we're gonna
get the retro
so
timer.
That's gonna have you skip the recap. So if you have it 1 minute 33 seconds in on this episode, you'll be able to start right with us on it. So make sure you guys go ahead and set it up. Super Bro Corey, your thoughts about how this season's going so far?
The season's going great. First off, I'd like to say I'm glad we're here tonight. I was really pumped up and excited to be here. I've been enjoying this show, and so has the chat. So I'm glad we're still continuing content in this sense. So thank you, Trey, for continuing it going. And yeah, man, I'm just really looking forward to kind of the remainder of these episodes. You had me kind of blown away with the time travel side of things. And to be honest with you, Trey, string theory is also a kind of a theory about time travel in some ways. It basically proposes that particles are like vibrating strings in like a higher dimensional space. Which permits like time travel in the form of like cosmic streams, basically. Matter of fact, I think they even like kind of joked about it in the Big Bang Theory, like quantum physics and Einstein's general relativity with like string theory type stuff as well too. So I think you might be onto something, Trey. So I'm really looking forward to what this episode does.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, and I think so. That was obviously a big comment on our last breakdown, where a lot of people are like time travel, like, and I don't know if we're going to be like going to the past at all. I think it is going to be more like time manipulation, like the movie Frequency, where he can't exactly affect the future, but he can affect what happens in the past that changes the present, essentially.
Oh my God!
Or what are you thinking, Koj?
Did you have a moment, Corey?
What if that's the entire spin-off show, Trey?
Oh, with Red Monarch. Yeah. That's interesting.
Or maybe this has something to do with how they helped Titan X. What if the Titan X they saw in the past that recognized the mom was really the one from the future gone to the past? So she always had a connection. What if Titan X always had a connection with Cate, and recognize Keiko in the past, because the one that recognized her in the past was the one from the future. And the way to save her was to send her to the past.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the past is her home.
That could be really cool. Corey, who was our first comment today, first off?
Clever girl, all aboard on the Nerd Hype Express. Oh,
the Nerd
yeah.
Hype Express. Clever girl, thank you so much for being our first comment of today's stream. As always, we like to hype up our first comment and say thank you for getting that Hype Express going. Super Bro, can you play a little something? Say thank you for rocking it, Clever girl, and kicking it off.
Dub
with the Jet Jaguar, which was an Easter egg we did talk about in the latest episode. And of course, for the best comment that we received on the last breakdown, we got actually someone new, and it was something that like I didn't even think about, but time travel has always, it hasn't been a frequent thing in Godzilla content. We did get a little piece of it in Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. We get some humans from a distant future that, send back to the early times with Gojirasaurus that creates this whole time manipulation of affecting the past, which changes the present. So that's why there is some of that. But one of them was from Draco Prime 220. And he said, if time travel becomes an important factor in the Monsterverse, maybe we'll get a Godzilla Rage Across the Time film or series, which is interesting because if you guys don't know what Draco Prime is talking about here, there was an IDW comic in 2016 where it had Godzilla traveling through all the different historical eras and like battling monsters, the myths and stuff like that. And it was just a very cool storyline that I really dug that IDW did. And it would be cool if they messed with that. I don't know. We'll have to see how far they're willing to go with this time manipulation, time travel aspect, but definitely very interesting for sure. So Draco Prime, thanks once again for commenting on our breakdown. I appreciate you. And I hope this is a way of saying you rocked it, my man. Thank you. Super Bro Corey, can you play a little something to say you are awesome? All right, I'm going to end our poll real quick and see how many people have watched our episode 6 breakdown. And not bad. We got, this is a little bit, and I'm sure it's probably because I released the video a little later than usual, but I see 35% said no and 65% said yes. So that's 65%. You guys are rocking it. 35%. Check it out after this video. I also have, as some of our fellow Star Wars Delta Squad people have mentioned, we have some new mall content that has been released, just some quick shorts. I think that's how we're going to do it, is just with the time that I have, to get videos out. It's tough to do a full in-depth breakdown like we do for Monarch. But for this animated show of Maul, we'll go ahead and we'll do like reactions to each episode. And then at the end of the season, we'll do a season overview breakdown live stream with all the Delta Squad members. So it will happen. It will, I promise. Guys, I'm trying to think here. We got, so episode 7, some people are feeling cheated. I've seen one major complaint in this season of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Guys, we're going to get started in like 3 minutes. So let us know in the chats if you're ready. But I've seen a major complaint going on around the community of, kaiju lovers that's saying this show is becoming too much of Monarch Legacy of Humans, not enough kaiju action for me. They're like, I need Godzilla. I need Kong. Where are my boys at? How are we feeling about that? Koj?
I'd gladly chime in on this. That is immature AF. When we see these Godzilla movies, it's really kaiju versus the people. Like, a lot of times going into these, we're excited to see Godzilla and what he does.
Yeah.
if we learn anything from Godzilla -1 is that the people matter as much as Godzilla does in these stories. When you up the stakes, up the realism, up the drama, then when the humans, you care for them more, as we should, or equal to, whatever. Just as you care with them enough, the stakes and the adventure is that much more exciting, and then we feel the weight and depth and wonder and film magic of kaiju storytelling. So I just tell those people to grow up and enjoy the show and throw the junk food away. Have a steak or salad, depending on who you are. That is stupid because Godzilla -1 reminded us of humanity, just like Shin Godzilla reminded us of the ferocity of Godzilla, and that's important. And I feel like what I like about Monarch is that they're paying attention to the lore as a whole and just trying to do their best with like cinematic storytelling on a miniseries scale. So yeah, immature in my opinion.
Okay, I think it's a fair opinion on it as well. And one thing you brought up a great point with -1 being really a human story rather than about Godzilla. In my opinion, a majority of Godzilla films, Godzilla's usually not in it very long. I think the longest he's ever been in a movie, I think someone said 23 minutes out of a hour and 45-minute movie.
The 2014 Godzilla film, he was only in there for 8 to 10 minutes. So it's
which it was a major complaint then.
Nah, that was teasing you, right? Because by the time it popped, you were like, everything all at once. You want to feel that roar. You don't want it to be like a notification. It's like, oh, there's Godzilla. You want to be like, oh, there's Godzilla, and all the emotions that go.
Super Bro, your thoughts? Nope. Is he you lagging again, buddy?
Nope. I was on mute. I think it's kind of a stupid complaint personally. I think you got to keep him special. Sure, I always like more Godzilla moments, but I thought the one that we had last week was phenomenal as well.
Yeah, no, I think I understand people's feelings towards it. Personally, when it comes specifically to Godzilla and Kong, I think it would be very dangerous to overuse them in TV. Because if you do that, what is the hype and excitement to see them on the big screen in theaters? I mean, the fact that we haven't gotten a solo Godzilla film, a solo Kong film, I think is very sad in a way that we can't, that the studio doesn't feel like we can explore these characters more in depth and not we have to have them both. They're both great characters. They both can stand on their own. And it's just one of those things where I think we'll be fine, Yeah, what are you saying?
Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla was only in it for 9 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird when you really think about it?
And to me, that's still the best. I know people will hate me for this, but I think as a Toho Godzilla fan and Monsterverse, like King of the Monsters is the best Godzilla film of America. Like for a film that they made.
Those, yeah, that one's pretty solid. I always contemplate on that one now.
Okay,
because I still like that 2014 one.
Oh, the 2014 one's still great. Yeah, I still watch that.
I love that so much.
The fact that we get, that point of view action, that cinematography.
Yeah, and I like that you brought in the breakdown. Again, I think that's telling.
Yes. Corey, what's everyone saying? Are we pretty much ready to go?
Oh, we are ready, buddy.
Okay.
What's up,
well, guys, hopefully you have it in set at 1 minute and 33 seconds. Like I said, I'll have you skip the recap and ready to go. So if you guys are ready to do this, let's go ahead. We're gonna do it. Coming down in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, I love that lighting and music and tone and vibe.
You're gonna see Lee eat some Titan boar.
What a bore.
Oh,
Is that him?
yeah,
All right, so Shaw having delayed reactions to reacting or being a little crazy, let's say, kind of makes a little bit more sense, you know?
yeah,
Like he's got it together, but there's a part of him that's a little erratic, and I'm wondering if he's desperate or if he's a little bit crazy. But part of it might be a little crazy because of all the crap he's been through, you know?
yeah.
That's why older Shaw might struggle with like, oh, what's important now and what's important later.
Yeah. Was that Keiko? Oh, now we
No, no,
got.
no. That's recently. This is the other end of what we saw.
But before someone was on the radio with him, and it wasn't Shaw yet. I don't think.
Really? I thought it was.
Was it? I may have missed
Yeah.
it. Now we get the awesome.
Shaw got Shaw out.
Do, do.
Isn't that trippy? Shaw got Shaw out. If that's the case. Meaning, actually a couple things.
Well, there was something.
Because remember when he got out and he was found years
Yeah.
later? What if Shaw's the reason that happened? So I've seen other time travel stories, especially my favorite show of all time series, Babylon 5. They had one thing where they had to go back in time
Mhm.
because they did cross their future selves. And if they don't go back in time, that moment that we saw when they first time traveled wouldn't have happened a certain way. And it
Oh
would affect
yeah.
the present instantly.
I'm trying to. It's kind of
Like
like
certain things would be deleted and
Interstellar
the enemies would be bigger.
in a way, where he has to like mess with time to ensure that he goes on the journey
Yeah,
that he
to
does.
save the timeline or the universe.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't do it now as he did in his past, that could disrupt everything. Yeah, I like, out of time stories.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna find out real soon. I think they made Zook's nose a little bit too big. They didn't need to do a prosthetic nose. I think they gave Zook like a full-on mask, like a thin mask to put over the whole face. You know, like how celebrities put on their face when they go out in public.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a little too fluffy and puffy in the cheeks and nose, in my opinion. I wonder if he's saying that because he remembers that's what was said back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is intriguing because I don't know if he's ever said that someone was communicating with him on the other side.
No, we never saw this part. That's why.
Yeah.
And if we never heard it, he did a damn good job of keeping it quiet for a reason.
Integrity,
mean?
my man. It's good to see you, brother. Thank you so
Yo,
much for stopping by
Integrity.
and dropping a like. You the best.
Eee.
Oh,
All right, now you're thinking too much. You're
yeah.
definitely projecting, bro. Woo, I love these shots, man. Those angles are tripping me out, though.
It is nice too because you can tell it's like split emotions. You know, she's not sure what she's feeling.
Different paths behind her.
Mm.
Mm. Integrity. Cast. Yokai is specific. You could say yokai, not demon. Yokai is a kind of demon, I think.
Hmm.
Because then you also have kappa. Anyone's free to correct me. Maybe these are the Mothra girls. That's going to
Maybe
be connected
Yeah.
with him. You know what I mean? I want some Mothra girls, bro. Mothra twins, Mothra sisters. Shenmue. Samurai Jack. Open the door and then ask that. Okay. Must be nice to go wherever you want. Hey, Dang.
Hmm. Interesting.
Because it sounded like a lie. She knows something's a lie. Because that was very defensive and not as detailed as he's used to giving, you know? Those guys were there at the right time.
Mm.
Yeah, clever girl. I agree.
Those guys didn't look like Apex. They looked like Black Ops. Yeah. And Kaiju Crazy Craig already has a theory saying Alan Jonas people, maybe. Possible.
Is he just going to ignore his past self? He's like, okay, no Godzilla. Okay, I don't care about my past self.
Yeah.
See how he kind of changed? This guy's hilarious.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that looks like that the Beetle theme that we saw in the first season.
yeah, they gave me Beetle walking up your back creepiness. Where are they? I just read the first one briefly because I was still in shock of that Beetle thing. Are they in a place that rhymes with bucket?
Uh, uh, yeah, Thailand. Yeah,
Yeah. I was just trying to remember if I read that right. He said Thailand, but I didn't know what place. This is how you prepare to fight a predator from space. I want to see her form. Oh man. See if she had like technique, you know. Man, must be nice.
yeah, it's a good house. Hmm.
I want that for my 21st birthday.
She's ready for Prey 3. You had to do Prey 2 first.
Prey 2, Prey 3, Prey 4, Prey 5.
You might as well just give us a trilogy.
Yeah, keep it going. Wouldn't be cool. No offense to Prey Girl, but wouldn't it be crazy if we did get Lisa from Blackpink to do this role? That'd be insane.
Lisa from Blackpink?
Yeah, because she was in
I'd be down for that.
she was in another streaming series, White Lotus, I think, on HBO Max.
Hmm.
Because she's Thai.
You
Interesting. It's smart if he keeps past self not knowing that's him, like the golden rule
mm.
of time travel or golden rules. Get out of its way.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Oh, so it's Monarch is just kind of continuing it.
Hmm.
Like it's not a bad idea. It's just that we weren't involved with it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ooh.
Why is she rubbing that in? She's trying to recruit him because the person
Yeah.
who really wants to get to know you wouldn't trying to rub salt in your wounds. You know what I mean? She's trying to convince him on something.
The question is, though, is she manipulating him for Walter Simmons purposes, or is she doing something completely on her own?
Yeah, it could be either one. She's definitely trying to entice him to join her team, what team she's on, her own or someone else's.
Yeah.
I think it could be someone else's. You know, like I feel like she's the Talia al Ghul to a Ra's al Ghul somewhere. Because her means and methods of getting his attention are way too easy.
Yeah.
Like that tells me like funding someone above. Mm. Colonel Sanders. Hey. Wow.
Oh no. He's gonna be like, how the hell did you know that?
Yeah. You should be like science. Don't question me. That'd be trippy if something bad happened to him. Would he feel it?
Oh, is he okay?
What?
It just showed that he got a scar. So I'm wondering
Oh,
if
and then
we
we see the
see it.
scar on his face. See? Did he always have that scar before?
I can't
It
see
just
now. I'm like
appeared when he got
questioning
it.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we got to back this up. Wouldn't that be crazy if things happened to him there? He has scars here.
I feel.
I told you, something bad could happen to him. It could affect the present. Oh,
I feel like he had that one before, so maybe we are learning how
it'd be cool if
things
it showed
happen.
up. But if he had there the whole time, good storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's gonna know it's cake. Oh, so no, it is changing it.
Is it changing the future?
Yeah, because he now he knows Keiko's alive.
Whoa.
This is nuts.
Hey, Zack Snyder shot when they were opening the coffin for Superman. This in reverse. That's a pretty shot. I like it. It's like a widescreen within a widescreen.
Mm.
Yeah. I love backgrounds being blurred when you have a rack focus. Lies. It says alto. I mean, the hand was in the shape of a stop sign. Vandalism. Mhm.
Intriguing though. They're all kind of seems like water themed. Yeah.
What if those are carvings of how that person died? That'd be crazy. Wait. There you go. He's gonna break it. He's gonna have a pact with his past. This is deep. Oh yeah, so he did always have that. Wow. Honestly, young Shaw would make a really good Guy Gardner, like Snyderverse style.
Mm.
Shaw, you effed up, bro. You should break the rules. I know in his world he saw Back to the Future. I got my answer. Here we go.
About time we go down this route.
Make a separate timeline. But no, can't tell.
I can't lose. Sports Almanac.
Oh, what?
You know what? That beetle can show up, knock him unconscious, and then he forgets all this crap. You know what I mean? We should be cheering for the beetle to save the timeline. Come on, beetle. Because he hasn't showed up yet. Oh, or he does this.
I say go for it.
No. Because even though he's talking to the past already had this happen. So he's doing everything right.
But maybe he could have alternated the history.
Yeah, there's another theory where that's impossible. With whatever you do, it'll correct itself to stay on time because everything's still moving. Like if you saw the movie The Time Machine, they explain how that works. Like the guy tried to change the time, but since the future was already set or whatever, um, something would happen to preserve the timeline. And he just made himself insane. But hey, we don't know what they're doing.
Send it, Shaw. Take her out now. I'm pro it, man.
Wow. This guy's a true hero. He does it. That's how much he loves her.
Oh, I'm hitting the feels right now.
Man, yo. Ooh, the music's great. Dang, good actor. Oh,
I really want him to try.
yeah. I think because he does too, bro. But he is the hero. He has to protect her.
Oh.
He has to protect her.
No,
Damn it,
don't
bad
do
channel! Ah!
Man.
I love the shot. I love things symmetrical. Were they trying to do a Ringu nod?
Yeah.
No, Ringu's great. The whole
Right.
trilogy. No, it's only 2 Ringus, I think.
Just randomly kept rope. I respect that. She's MacGyver.
I mean,
ready for
maybe
anything.
people went in and out, you know? Yeah, I don't know if that rope is still good. It might be breakable.
Oh.
Ah, it still gives me the creeps. Oh. Yeah, you teach her, Kate. Dude, Kate is like Superman, Captain America level right now. She's Red Ranger status. Nice try, but that's, Kate doesn't speak in cowardice. Oh, nice. Oh, dang. She supports her. Whoa. So I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm very emotional right now.
Until young Shaw goes back and saves her real quick and makes Kate disappear from this spot.
Oh no.
Oh, and they switch places and Young Shaw's with Keiko. Yeah, restore Sniper Skies, right.
Interesting.
Dang, Brenda had your back.
Be That is very intriguing.
Act of faith or thanks, you know?
I don't know if that is it. To me, it feels sinister.
Oh, like I got my tabs on you. It's like I didn't bury you yet, maybe.
That,
Right?
but I also think like you don't want everyone knowing about your ace because Monarch is now public, right? I mean, they're trying to keep things somewhat
Right.
classified, but
Yeah.
season one kind of ruined their secrecy. The word is out; they exist, and if people know about her, Apex might not be the only ones searching for someone like Cora.
And a lot of times these things will protect their assets until their assets aren't useful anymore. And they look at
Exactly.
people in that same way. So it means that they have more plans with her and need her, you know? That makes sense too. What you have is your dad's money. See? You can say that about anything.
Wait, what?
Mecha Gaza.
How does she know so much about Axis Monday?
Hmm.
Go for it, bro.
I like that Keiko's taller because in a way it feels like she has a daughter, you know?
Mm.
You know, have that motherly overlap in strength, you know? Or just have that feel like, oh, my kid. Yeah. Emancipating poet. Definitely edging him into her grasp.
Oh shoot, Iron Dragon.
Whoa. I would try to hide next to a tree and let it pass, you know? Or maybe you don't have time.
Oh wow!
Oh, you need that dragon to eat that. Oh snap! Come on, dragon, snatch it, snatch it, snatch it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, it's a spinning one. Oh,
What a cool way to see the Iron Dragon hunt. Oh wow.
wow. That was awesome. There we go. I knew it. Old rope, old rope. She's gonna hurt her back. The shot of the rope is gonna snap. No.
Did we think to bring a light?
I know, right? I'm like, no, I
Oh
knew it.
no!
No, no, no.
And that's where oh, poof. I was like, if we end here,
If Kate falls into his arms, I'm like, all right, we're in big trouble.
Oh my God, Kate, Kay, and Young Shaw is going to be down there together.
Think so? Hopefully, Kate falls into some water. Nothing hard. Wait, he has to free solo climb?
oh shoot.
Whoa. Yes, there was water. Broke her fall. Who's got the subwoofer on? Thank God she knows she's all right. Hmm. Wow, nice transition. Wow, what a trip. It's crazy that he doesn't remember that, you know?
Yeah.
That's the part that gets me. Monarch is a beautiful show, ladies and gentlemen. It shot well, acted well, written brilliantly. Enough kaiju, enough drama, enough suspense, enough mystery, enough even company spy versus spy stuff. There's a lot. Sci-fi, drama, excellence.
What's up, Sting Floyd? How you doing?
Yo. Yes, up the Titan. Let's go. Free Titan.
You know the big guy shows up next week for sure. I hope so. That'd be cool. This episode's probably coming to a close pretty soon.
Looks like this is the part where all the characters are saying goodbye, going back on the
So they
journey, or
s-
continuing.
Yeah. So they said Kokai's heading to Australia.
Come from a land down under. You're sent back, my friend. Say goodbye. Mm. Mm. It's just a swimming.
That was interesting.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Huh.
Yo, that was great.
Interesting.
What's got your gears working?
All of it. That was like, I think, one of the most
was a lot,
complex episodes of the show.
Pardon me.
And I'm just a very beautiful episode. Complicated, anytime you mess with time, and like it does seem like it was the frequency style of time where, well, actually, I don't know. I think you're more right, Koji. I don't think it wasn't maybe something that Shaw didn't remember that happened. Well, no, it had to have changed the past a little bit because they didn't have the tracker before. Exactly. So it was like frequency.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just one of those, like, my brain is like scrambled now from that episode to where like I just want to rewatch it and just be like, okay, let me, like, now that I've experienced it, feel the motions, let's like pick apart the pieces to understand what happened exactly, how it worked out. And I feel like I'm still curious about Kokai, because Kokai going to Australia, her migratory route with her scarabs, to me, it I almost kind of has like a turtle-like thing. That's like what my initial thought was, like maybe it's like starting to lay eggs, but that's what the scarabs are. So I don't know. I'm not sure why she
has this,
going on land.
She always picks them up, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you guys, you're grown now. Come on, mommy, let's go.
Yeah.
You want to see Uncle Bill? Oh no.
OJ, your thoughts on tonight's episode?
They are like this is exactly what I was hoping and expecting, when I said it's like a two-parter where episode 1 to 5 is a movie and like 6 to 10 is a movie. Trying to remember back on how episode 2 picked up. We learned some new things with the frequencies and all that. Here we learn new things about frequencies with time. I feel like this is really going at the same pace 1 to 5 did, and they're still like pushing the story forward, learning new things, adding new things to the mix, tripping us out. This is like a crazy show. I kind of like. I like where I'm having difficulty trying to see where they're going.
That yes, the words perfectly for me right there, because like it's always fun like doing these breakdowns
in a good way.
I mean, doing the breakdowns for these guys, like, but like part of it sometimes, like when we're theorizing, and I love coming up with theories and stuff, but there's times where I'm puzzled. And I can watch it a million times, and I'm like, it's just one of those, it's not ready to be revealed yet. It's kind of, you're along for the ride, and that's kind of how I feel a little bit. I mean, I'm sure if I rewatch it and I don't have to pay attention to the chat and things like that, like I can pick up on a few more details. But like there's, like you said, one of the best things about writing is hopefully your audience isn't catching on too quickly of what you're doing, and you still got your ace up your sleeve. And the writing on this season in particular is phenomenal. Yes, okay, once again, we didn't get Godzilla or Kong in this episode, but you got other Titans, and other Titans that are quite fascinating. The Iron Dragon, we finally saw the Iron Dragon hunt and how it uses its spit thing, because when they use it against Godzilla back in the finale of season 1, Godzilla was like, whatever, and like took out Iron Dragon like it was no problem. Here we're seeing the Iron Dragon at a very predatorial level, which is really cool.
It's getting a snack.
Yeah.
It's getting a snack.
We saw how Keiko survived a little bit. She was eating, some type of fish species there. So that's kind of crazy.
Well, if you think about it, everything's big. So if she caught a salmon, that's a huge salmon. She's going to be good for a while.
Yeah. There's just a lot.
It was a minnow.
Right, yeah. It's been a very cool show. And I feel like this season, they're a little more focused. It seems like they know what they're trying to achieve. And I enjoyed this one thoroughly. Super Bro, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, this episode was great again. we've talked about this before. It doesn't bother me that there's not as much kaiju action because the story of the people and the interactions there has just been so fascinating this season. It's been great. In my opinion, season 2 is blowing season 1 out of the water personally.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I do think season 1, I mean, it may have relied a little bit on Godzilla to be successful, but it was very cool. Like not that season 1 wasn't great for those moments. It's just the human stories of Cate, May, and Kentaro, they were kind of dragging the show down when the legacy cast of Bill, Keiko, and Shaw were kind of carrying it. They were the more interesting aspect. Now that we kind of found a really interesting way to have Kate's character be very, like, she went through this redemption arc for us that like finally took a turn a couple of episodes ago, and now we're seeing the importance of her character with her connection with Kokai. And that has been one of the most intriguing things that will hopefully help answer some other mysteries about the Monsterverse, like the Mothra twins, like Gia. So I think this show is doing exactly what we hoped it would do in season 1, which is kind of fill in some mysteries, fill in some gaps, expand on some, and create some new ideas in the Monsterverse that still feel like it exists here. And it's really, really cool. I like what Sting Floyd says here. So does Titan X accidentally roll up on and piss off Godzilla? I don't know. See, we were talking about this, Sting Floyd, and you'll have to tell me what you think about this theory. In one of our breakdowns, we had talked about how Titan X doesn't really seem to be a destroyer Titan. It doesn't seem to want to take everything out. I mean, even Tim saying like this thing's out there rampaging, when we've seen it really hasn't been rampaging. And the fact that
they're so in fear, they're projecting that.
Exactly. And with Godzilla's keenly aware of all the Titans around the globe. We know when things were starting to go down with Ghidorah, Godzilla was on it. You know, it wasn't like he got some intel from the humans and like went to go take out the creature. He was heading that way before King Ghidorah was even active, right? So Godzilla's highly intelligent, and the fact that he didn't like go after Titan X, like the fact that Godzilla and Titan X have not been in a bout or a battle since Titan X was released from Axis Mundi. Titan X is not a bad Titan. It's not something that's like trying to ruin the world like King Ghidorah was. So if there's something that goes wrong, I feel like somehow human interference is going to make Titan X or Kokai the threat. And I think part of that's because Kokai does feel scared, does feel lost. We've messed up her migratory timeline, and they've tried to control her, so that's freaking her out, you know. And we have seen her be very protective over the scarabs, so Apex or even Monarch could mess with that and turn that Titan into the aggressive that's trying to maybe not take over the world, but is being violent towards humans. So I'm very curious to see how they explain, because obviously we see from the trailers Godzilla does show up. They do have a fight at some point. What pushes Godzilla and Kokai to have that fight? Do you guys have any theories about that? Like what do you think would drive Kokai and Godzilla to fight at this point?
I think human manipulation. So we got the companies chasing Titan X. We got Shaw looking for Titan X too on his end. And then Kay and Cate are going to naturally find Titan X. So I think they're all going to come together at some point, or someone's going to get there first. But I think someone's going to try and mind control Titan X. And then however Godzilla comes to the party, it could be multiple ways, but I think it's going to be some manipulation of that degree. because if Titan X, I'm thinking if Titan X is defeated, destroyed, tragically, because I'm convinced Titan X is a good guy. She's not hurting anybody. She's doing her thing, you know. She's just, picking up the kids up at daycare, and I think if she's dead, they could take her parts because she's got a lot of tentacles, right? Now tentacles are like usually a very elaborate like neural system without bones, and they're very flexible. So studying that kind of tissue and science and using that, I could see that being used for ligaments for Mecha Godzilla, because they could learn a lot from how she moves, her anatomy, to make what they need to create Mecha Godzilla or whatever else they're planning as a weapon.
Yeah, that's a great point. Super Bro.
Say the question again.
What do you think is going to drive Kokai and Godzilla to fight at this point? Because it seems to us that Kokai isn't this rampaging monster that everyone's trying to make her out to be.
Do we know for sure that they do fight? Like, does that happen in the trailers?
We do see it in the trailer. Maybe it's another dream sequence, but I highly doubt. I think it's going to be real.
It's time to send her home, I guess.
I think that's the answer to save her in the world. Yeah, she gotta go home.
Yeah, they both can't be here.
Okay, that's fair. Man, such a great episode. I love that so much. Sting Floyd says Titan X is literally coming up on that sandy coastline where Godzilla is. Oh yeah, from the trailer, and that's why I'm thinking, like, I don't know. I mean, unless if she's, it doesn't seem really territorial at this time, at this point of land. She's more of a sea creature. Yes, she can be on land, but it's clear that her domain is the ocean, like it is for Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla can obviously do both, but I don't know. There has to be something that's driving her to the land. Maybe something we're not too aware of yet. TJ says the Godzilla we've seen is possibly a descendant of the one who fell from the stars. I'm done speculating. Oh, I mean, that whole idea of Godzilla, the one that swallowed a star, has been an interesting. The consistency on that lore has been flipped. So, so many people think maybe it's talking about Space Godzilla because the artwork showed that a Godzilla with wings. Others, obviously Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, suggested that it is our Godzilla who ate a star, and that's why he has the ability of the atomic breath. I mean, I don't know at this point. I mean, we'll have to see where it goes. Yeah, and the possibility of losing Shaw, that would suck so much, because Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, as proven in this episode, some of the best characters of the Monsterverse, in my opinion. Sting Floyd says, I wonder which Titan Keiko and Kate read about a creature that drags people in the darkness. I wonder that too, based on the design. Might be something like maybe I don't know. It could be like Manda or like Tiamat, or even that creature that we saw in Godzilla Kong the New Empire that tried to take down Kong in the water. What's up, Raphael? Saying, oh, hello guys, Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 Episode 7. Yes, we just watched it. What did you think, Raphael? Did you like it? Thought it was awesome. Great episode. Kaiju Crazy Craig says he thinks it's Tiamat. Yeah, that it could be, maybe. For sure. That's definitely a possibility.
Got another new one too.
What is up? I'm probably gonna biff this up. I'm so sorry. Is it Bahak? Sodikin? Kong would be more fitting to fight Titan X than Godzilla. It would be a more epic fight and not just simple atomic beam one shot. Yeah. No, I think, and if you did watch the animated show that they did on Netflix with Kong, him fighting a Kraken creature, that was awesome. pretty epic. Man, I am very impressed with this particular episode. I can't wait to like watch it and break it down and try to figure out some of the extra little details, especially about the lore of those women at that one hut, you know, that Cate has seemingly a connection towards. I think there's some deeper Easter eggs there that could be fascinating. And then, of course, well, one character we do need to talk about, Kentaro, and Walter Simmons' other daughter. What do you think she's up to?
I don't know yet, but anyone who's guilty, I suspect they're part of Mechagodzilla. I think she's guilty of possibly being Team Mechagodzilla.
I think she's a nice lady.
You just think that because you loved her from the movie Prey. Raphael says, yes, Monarch Legacy and Monsters
Not
Season
wrong.
2, Episode 10, ending Godzilla and Kong versus Titan X. Yeah, I could see it maybe where it's separate, where like Godzilla has, because technically, I mean, obviously Godzilla and Kong don't bout until it would be
5 years later from
7 years later, because they fight in 2024, Godzilla and Kong, because it's 5 years after the events of King of the Monsters, which take place in 2019. Interesting. Yeah. I dig it. I dig it nonetheless. Corey, well, you already said that you think she's. Do you, out of curiosity, does anyone think she's working with Apex, or is she running her own crew?
No, I think
she has
she's
better
working
ideas
with
than her dad.
I don't think she's running her own crew. I think she's working with someone because we haven't really seen the crew. I think she's a recruiter on a recruiting mission. She gives me Talia Al Ghul vibes, like I said before.
Right?
I think there's a Ra's al Ghul somewhere in the Springs because she's way too chaperoned. Like if she was really calling it, I would get more hands-on vibes. She has like a butler system. She has a driver. I would expect her driving stuff and doing things on her own if she was more hands-on. So I'm just thinking she's a little too bougie and saying all the right and all the wrong things on purpose. So she's reeling him in on something. So she's a recruiter. That's what I'm thinking she is.
Yeah, she's definitely aware of a lot of which should be classified information and things that I don't even think Walter Simmons would really share. But Sting Floyd says promotion for Godzilla King of the Monsters had a Titan tracker. I wish I could find that again. Maybe there's something. Oh yeah, the Monarch Sciences website that they had. That was man. Some of the MonsterVerse promotional websites that they were doing before, I think even Godzilla versus Kong, were out of this world good. I mean, even Godzilla 2014 was epic. Livigan says, first Madison, then Gia, and now Cate. The MonsterVerse has a theme with humans connecting with Titans. They certainly do, and I love that. And one of the consultants for the Monarch Legacy of Monsters show is Michael Dougherty, who was the director for King of the Monsters, and he's kind of remains a MonsterVerse consultant, you know, going forward with Adam Wingard. So I get the sense that if he's helping out with this, they may be exploring the Mothra Titans lore and potentially, you know, with what we know of the Iwis in Hollow Earth, you know, having that connection. So there's some humans that have some deeper connections with the Titans that we don't fully understand why it's the case or what's happening there, but it's very cool that we're getting more of that. Raphael says Godzilla Kong Supernova Destroyer and Space Godzilla ending Monarch Legacy of Monsters season. Oh, I do love the idea of seeing Space Godzilla and Supernova. I do also think that the very final film, personally, I know it was like a fan-made movie timeline, but when they talked about Destroy All Monsters being the final film, I love that idea. I think they should do Destroy All Monsters as the final MonsterVerse film and put Destroya in there. Like, yeah, I'm sign me up. That would be great. Monarch Legacy and Monster Season 2, Titan X, Godzilla Kong, Supernova, Universe, Space, Godzilla, Black Hole. I love it. Just list it all out, man.
They can play some Soundgarden for the trailers for that one.
Oh, yeah. Stinkfoot says, I would love if they eventually show Monarch discovering Rodan. Oh, yeah, in the volcanic mountain in, was that Mexico? Yeah, no, dude. Ooh, that'd be cool. We talked about this in our season 1 finale breakdown of we thought like one of the best things they could possibly do, and maybe they save it for season 3 because we're still only in 2017. But I love the idea of the final episode being like a rumble, Royal Rumble of just
some kind of brawl.
Yeah, giant brawl, like taking out quite just a herd of skull crawlers because they've all been awoken from Ghidorah's apex call and him trying to like contain the issue on the island. So I still think that would be a great idea. I think just right now we're in this place of Kokai being the problem that it doesn't make sense to address the Ghidorah situation yet. But yeah, that's pretty cool. TJ says, I think we'll get a Mecha Ghidorah soon, or is it impossible? Well, another theme that I thought was a cool idea, and I think I've told Kojay about this. One of the things that I thought would have been just insane if they did it for Godzilla versus Kong was when Mecha Godzilla takes over, and King Ghidorah's skull, takes over the control of the command. I always thought if they would have. It would have really honed in the idea where they could have done Mecha Ghidorah and Mecha Godzilla all in one, like Mecha Godzilla transforms into Mecha Ghidorah. I always thought that would have been such a cool idea, but still, nonetheless, it would be cool to see Mecha Ghidorah. I don't think they'll do it simply because we kind of got the Mecha, and I think the Monsterverse is trying to be different enough and throw things new, like Shimu. Like when they did Shimu, that made me like, even though Shimu is cool, I dig Shimu as a Titan. To me, it depressed me a little bit because I was like, okay, well, we're probably never going to get the live action Monsterverse Anguirus. Yes, there was a tease in King of the Monsters with his bones near Godzilla's temple, but it was kind of like Shimu and Anguirus are pretty close in design, just different colors, really. So, and Shimu back, yeah. Before we end tonight's show, I love what everyone's saying in the chat, man. You guys are fire tonight. Kojay, what do you have coming up on our show, my man?
Maybe some watch parties there. I don't know. I pushed some things back. A lot has been going on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do some
talk.
new content, but I'm still working on my film. As I showed you all, I had a great time at the watch party where I showed you a little clip of what I'm working on. So that's taking a lot of my time. So just follow my channel because I don't know what, but a Saturday and Tuesday Super Sentai Alba Ranger watch party with the Bat channel will premiere. I'm just finishing up the final ones because I'm re-editing the finals, and then that's going to be fun. Definitely check that out. Catch up on that series. It's great to watch, and it's a great time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more watch parties. Just stay tuned for the new schedule, and yeah, I'm really excited. Showing you guys what I got in store and I'll spend time with you all. But yeah, my film series, that's going to be something special. I'm getting closer and closer to finishing it. So yeah, follow my film company thing on Instagram if you want sneak peeks and stuff. I haven't updated yet, but that's a good place where you'll see stuff firsthand. So yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited, guys. I've seen a few clips of that movie. I know I keep talking about, but I see some new people in the chat. If you have not checked out our boy's channel over on YouTube and his Instagram page where he's showing some clips.
Want me to put a link?
Movies. Yes, please do. Yes, because I want
for
people
the
to find you.
Movie channel stuff.
Yes, so that way you guys can keep an eye on the movie that he's making. That is pretty awesome for someone who's doing it independently without a major studio funding you.
Shot all on my cell phone.
Yeah. Honestly, I would tell Kojay is like, yeah, it's a good try. No, it looks awesome. I'm very impressed with it so far, so I'm loving it. So definitely check out our boy over there. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much again. Please help us grow to 10,000 subscribers by smashing that like, sharing this video, commenting down below. Replay crew, let me know your thoughts. I always love hearing from you guys and commenting back. And in that notification bell, we will be doing a breakdown on this episode. Hopefully I can get it in this weekend, but just keep an eye out for it because we got some great content. We also are doing Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord. Check out all the content for that. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's wonderful to see everyone in the chat. And now, a little special message from our sponsors, the Titan Preparedness Plan. We'll see you later, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Have a good night, everybody.
And now, a special message brought to you by the Titan Preparedness Plan.
With the recent spike in Titan sightings circulating on social media, proactive preparation for a Titan emergence event is crucial. A single towering force of nature has the potential to forever alter the lives of millions. It is our mission to help you prepare for that force. The Titan Preparedness Plan is your guide to staying safe in the face of monsters. These are the 3 steps you need to know. 1. Know before you go. Identify the location of your nearest Titan shelter and practice navigating a Titan evacuation route with your family on a weekly basis. 2. Run and take cover. In the case of a Titan emergence, calmly sprint to the nearest Titan shelter. If your designated shelter is inaccessible or at capacity, seek the basement or lowest floor of a nearby building. 3. Stay informed. Follow any further instruction from local authorities and stay informed using your mobile device, television, or radio. We can't stop a Titan emergence, but we can safeguard our lives. Join us in building a safer, more resilient community. We are here to protect you.